Hi folks, welcome back to Masterpiece Security. As you may have noticed, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I had to spend some time traveling far-flung locations, exotic locations, ones that would just blow your mind, like New Jersey, where there's a lot of sand and a lot of very nice people. But while I was there, it got me thinking a little bit about where we left off last time around the topic of the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. In order to stay confidential while I was there and maintain my identity, I had to shave my mustache a little bit just so that nobody would recognize me. Because as you would know, dressed like this, people recognize me all the time. They say, "Hey, isn't that guy from Masterpiece Security, that handsome fellow from Masterpiece Security?" Yes, that's me. So I tried to maintain my confidentiality, and that got me thinking about the concept of confidentiality in this wonderful, fabulous, stunningly well-written book called the Application Security Program Handbook. And in it, it says that data is the new commodity, and this means that it is everywhere. So companies are constantly collecting data about you and me and others and getting information from all different kinds of sources and using that data to produce value for their organization. Oftentimes, if they want to know where that data is, they may collect something or create something like a data flow diagram or a DFD, which shows where that data goes all throughout that system. Additionally, the organization would want to do something like build a data protection policy. And in this fabulous book, it says the first step an organization needs to take to maintain data protection is to create and maintain a policy that clearly outlines what data must be encrypted. And this data protection policy should have clear definitions on what must be done at each location that the data resides, the definition of the encryption key lifecycle, such as the creation, the distribution, and the destruction of those encryption keys, and then the definition of the algorithms that should be used in the encryption. Lastly, making sure that the auditing of access to those encryption keys is well defined and understood. Fascinating stuff. This data protection policy, I really don't care much for policies, but they do have a very important role in cybersecurity in the sense that they do define what it is that we should be doing in order to protect and maintain the security of an organization. Some considerations around confidentiality and specifically around encryption, I want to make sure that we understand that there is additional time that needs to be considered when you're using encryption. Also, the system must be resilient enough to be able to handle any kind of outage related to encryption keys or even digital certificates and things like that. Again, all of this is outlined in this wonderful, perfect book about application security. Remember, friends, when you're secure, I'm secure. Stay safe out there.